Ahoy there, castaways! This is David, and as many of you out there know, I am a huge fan of RPGs. All of them, from turn-based, strategy, to action, to even deck-building RPGs. Those games like Baten Kaitos or that hidden gem Magi Nation are really still counted among my favorites. So, when there is a modern game that pays homage to those great strategy, deck-building RPGs of yesteryear, complete with some humorous dialogue, I am pretty cool about that. Waven takes all the aspects of RPGs that I love, like party management, humor, quests, and secrets, and then it combines all that with simple but addictive combat of those deck-building RPGs from my college years. So, in today's video, brought to you by Onkama Games, I want to showcase their latest release for the PC in early access right now, and later releasing for cross-platform for both the PC and mobile in 2024, Waven. If you've been watching my channel for a bit, you've seen Waven send me some pretty sweet things over the past couple of months. I mean, the developers are actually fans of my channel. How cool is that? So now with Waven coming out with a brand new update and expansion, focusing on the underworld monsters and the Craw Goddess, a brand new island and a whole new hero, the Astra Mantis, I thought that I would dive right on into this pirate adventure and let you all know what it's all about. Waven was originally released back in June of this year, where it received glowing reviews. I should know, I was curious. I went and I looked them up. But these tech reviews only tell you so much, and I wanted to try it out for myself. Let me first say this and get it out of the way because I know what you're thinking. Oh, this is one of those free-to-play games where if you don't fork over your entire wallet, you can't get anywhere. But I am here to tell you that that is simply not the case. I went through my entire playthrough without spending one single solitary dime, and I never felt underpowered, and it never felt unfair either. So please, get all those preconceived notions out of your mind, because you're not going to be finding that nonsense here. Instead, you're going to find a captivating, humorous story, addictive gameplay, fast, strategic combat, and some fun side quests. Let me first briefly go over the story. 1,000 years ago, the world of Waven became flooded, and survivors had to go off and forge their own destiny. Some survivors just huddled for shelter on islands, scraping by on whatever little they could find, while others decided to take the bull by the horns and said, "You know what? A pirate's life is best for me." So they set sail around the last remaining vestiges of land to thoroughly explore the world, pillage and plunder, and forge their own destiny. If this all looks familiar to you, that's because Waven is from the same universe as the Wakfu animated TV series and Dofu's MMORPG. Right from the get-go, you can choose one of 5 heroes: the warrior, the archer, the assassin, the healer, or the mage. And then, later on, whenever you reach the newly released Chapter 3 expansion, you'll get access to the powerful Astra Mantis hero. And just as I'm sure you all suspect, all of these heroes play differently from one another. Your warrior is a close-range fighter, while the archer is a ranged bow and arrow user. The healer obviously supports and buffs, while the mage unleashes their arcane forces upon their foes from afar. And finally, the assassin is a master of trapping. Those all seem pretty obvious enough, but what's an Astra Mantis? Well, they almost work like the Dragoon from the Final Fantasy series. With their massive lance and full-body armor, they specialize in jumping across the field and wielding their powerful lances to defeat their enemies. So let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay. Battles are presented in isometric viewpoint where you and the enemies take turns attacking one another. Essentially, each turn you can move your hero about the field, attacking the monsters, as well as casting various spells or cards. You're limited to one movement or one attack each turn, but you can cast as many spells as you have AP for, and you begin each turn with 6 AP, and each spell costs a varying amount, with some of them actually refunding you further AP to continually use more for spell casting. The spells clearly tell you exactly what they do, as far as how much damage they deal, or how much they heal, or if they buff, so there really should be no confusion insofar as what they do. As you cast the various elemental spells, you'll gain elementary points in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, and once you accrue enough, you'll be able to summon companions, up to 4 of them, to help you out in battle. And believe me, you will need all the help that you can get here, especially if you want to complete the various challenges that each battle provides. Many times the battles aren't just like, defeat all enemies. Instead, to spice it up, you might have to defeat them in a certain way, or defeat a certain enemy last, or beat them all up with spells, or use all physical attacks. It's constantly changing how you need to defeat the enemies. But, and this is key, you are never penalized for not defeating them properly like you were in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance games. Instead, you are only rewarded whenever you succeed in the challenge. Remember what I said before? At its core, Waven is a deck-building RPG, and you're always given new cards upon completing quests, or opening up treasure chests, or just by gaining levels. And you can have up to 12 cards in your deck, and you're going to constantly want to be upgrading them to make your deck as efficient as humanly possible. There are just a ton of spells out there and a ton of combinations that you can come up with, creating your own unique strategy. This is really simple to play casually, but man oh man is it hard to master, especially if you want to get into the brand new competitive player versus player scene that was so recently added. You can really play the game any which way that you want to. You can set sail for the various islands, completing quests as you see fit, or you could just follow the storyline. Remember, you're a pirate, and you're out there forging your own destiny, so you get to decide your own fate. In this brand new update, you'll also discover the mysterious land of Anakma, an emblematic island nation in the world of the 12, which comes with 15 new original quests. And it's here that you'll get to investigate the mysterious rift to discover the secret about why the gods have disappeared. A secret that is strangely linked to one single family. But that's not all. I have been told that another new island might appear in early January too, and that's going to put a whole new twist on this grand adventure. So please do look forward to that. I remember when I was younger, and I only had so many games to play. I would look over to my bookshelf where I kept my Nintendo games, and sometimes I'd just be so bored with the same old stuff on a rainy summer day. But it is a game like this that I wish that I had growing up. Something that I could just get lost in. Something fun. Something that really just never ends. And something that I could really invest myself into. I mean, at the risk of sounding like an out-of-touch old man, kids these days don't know how good they have it. I mean everything that I've said here in this video. Sponsorship aside, this was truly a fun game and I did have a blast playing it. And I think that you will too if you give it a shot. I played the game here just like anybody else would. I didn't receive anything special or extra because I wanted my experience to be indicative of a typical player's. So please do follow the link below in the video description and play Waven for yourself. I really do think that you will thoroughly enjoy yourself. And also by doing so, you will be supporting the channel. Also, Ankama is generously offering to provide platinum passcodes for any of y'all who comment with your favorite Waven character. So, let's hear them all! So that's it for my spotlight of Waven for the PC and mobile. Let me know what you think about it, and let's get a discussion going on here, and let's all talk and chat about it, because I'm always in the comments too. And if you like what I do here on the channel, please head on over to the Patreon to sign up for early access to my videos and behind the scenes photographs. The link to it is over in the video description. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.